Elon Musk has revealed the next step in his plan to create an artificial intelligence company that will rival OpenAI and their phenomenally popular ChatGPT application. Elon has strong feelings about artificial intelligence, that is nothing new, but he definitely has been ramping up his vendetta against the industry leader, OpenAI, a company that Elon co-founded and supported with around $100 million of investment. Now, Elon Musk is gunning to take the throne as the new champion in AI development, and he's going to be leveraging his acquisition of Twitter to accomplish that. Elon is building his team, he's dropping stacks of cash on GPUs, and finally bringing Company X to life. The AI wars are about to kick off, and things are gonna get weird. We've recently discovered from corporate filings released in Nevada that Elon Musk has created a new business called X.AI Corp. And a report from the Wall Street Journal on April 14th confirms that Elon has officially recruited Igor Babushkin, a scientist formerly employed by Google's DeepMind artificial intelligence lab. Babushkin will be taking the lead role at X.AI. This comes at the same time that we are learning Elon has dissolved Twitter Inc. The social media company no longer exists as a singular entity and has been absorbed into Musk's new company, X Corp, which is itself a subsidiary of X Holdings Corp, which is also owned by Elon Musk. If that sounds familiar, it's because Elon founded an online banking website in 1999 called X.com. In the year 2000, Elon's bank merged with a software company, Confinity Inc., to create the online payment website PayPal. You may have heard of it. Elon has retained the X.com domain the entire time. If you go there, it's still just a big blank page with an X on it. X Holdings Corp was founded by Musk in April 2022 to function as a tool in his hostile takeover of Twitter.com, with 3 corporate entities created under one name. According to corporate filings, one of the entities was to merge with Twitter Inc., while another was to serve as the parent company of the new merged company, and a third entity would then help to take on a $13 billion loan provided by various large banks to acquire Twitter. If this all sounds confusing, don't worry, we're almost there. On March 9th, 2023, Elon registered X Corp in Nevada. On the same day, Musk registered the artificial intelligence company X.AI. Later that month, he applied to merge Twitter Inc. with X Corp, and in a company-wide email that month, Elon announced that Twitter employees will receive stock in X Corp. And just as a fun fact, web domains with the .ai suffix are traditionally used as the top-level domain for the country of Anguilla, which is a tiny island east of Puerto Rico owned by the British with a population of just 15,000 people, but tech companies have been furiously snatching them up over the recent months. X.AI was previously home to an artificial intelligence-based appointment scheduling service, according to archived versions of its website. There's currently no web page there at all, you just get an error message. The domain's previous owners did not respond to media inquiries about the identity of the buyer and the timing of the sale. It's also worth noting that March 9th, the day X.AI was born, came just 2 weeks before Elon co-signed a petition calling on AI labs to immediately take a 6-month pause on all training of new AI systems, and specifically referenced OpenAI's GPT-4 language model. Now, that is just a petition, and no AI company is obligated to obey the request, but if they did, then they would essentially be giving Elon and Igor a 6-month window to get their cart in the race, while other competitors slowed to a crawl. It's also been reported that Elon just purchased 10,000 new high-end GPUs to deploy at Twitter data centers. These processors will be used to power the neural network training for whatever product X.AI intends to release. This is a really difficult thing to explain, but put fairly simply, in order to create an AI model, you first need to feed it with a large amount of data. If you're creating a text-based language model like ChatGPT, you need to feed your model a lot of text. At OpenAI, they pulled text data from books, Wikipedia, news articles, scientific journals, blogs, social media posts, massive amounts of text. Coincidentally, Twitter.com is a text-based web app with hundreds of millions of daily users, so Elon won't have much trouble finding his data. And then you need to train your model to create all of the correct associations between different pieces of data. Remember that AI cannot think, it can only make associations based on predictable patterns. That is all it's doing. An input or prompt travels through a series of neurons, which are a network of weighted calculations, and the input moves from one neuron to the next until the model arrives at an output. The path that input takes on its way through the network is determined by the weights and biases attached to each neuron. If the output from the model lines up with what the AI programmer expected the model to do, then it has been successfully trained. If the output is not correct, then the weights and biases of the neurons need to be adjusted and they run the input again. They repeat this process of calculating, adjusting, and recalculating until the model is behaving the way it was intended. The work to perform all of these calculations is done by supercomputers, and the muscle of these giant machines is the graphics processing unit, or GPU. It's the most effective hardware we have right now for running massive threads of simultaneous calculations. OpenAI used NVIDIA's A100 GPU to train ChatGPT, and they continue to use these machines to run the language model. By now, NVIDIA has launched the successor to the A100, which is the H100 GPU. These are several times faster at around the same power usage. So Elon probably bought 10,000 of these H100 units, which sell for about $10,000 a piece. So a total investment of $100 million. Elon might not be the richest man in the world anymore, but he's still excessively wealthy, so it makes sense that he would buy the best hardware available at the time. And in addition to that, Tesla is still in development of their very own bespoke AI training supercomputer named Dojo. This machine is designed specifically to process training data for Tesla's full self-driving software, which is itself an AI model, probably the most advanced real-world application of artificial intelligence that we've seen so far. We'll assume that Tesla has first dibs on utilizing Dojo as a training platform. I can't really imagine Elon diverting resources away from Tesla to build X.AI, but if Tesla is able to grow Dojo to a scale that is larger than what they need for autonomous driving, then we have a pretty good idea where the technology is going next. What we still don't know is just what the hell Elon is actually intending to do with Company X. Ever since the launch of ChatGPT in November, Musk has had beef with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman over censorship imposed on ChatGPT's responses to what OpenAI considers to be inappropriate or harmful prompts. Basically, if you try to make ChatGPT say anything controversial, I'm putting that in quotes because obviously controversy is subjective and depends on your own point of view, but if you try and make the bot say anything off color, it just refuses to provide a real answer. Elon called that out on Twitter, writing, "The danger of training AI to be woke, in other words, lie, is deadly." In response to this, Elon has now said that he will develop his own chatbot called TruthGPT, which will be a maximum truth-seeking AI. This is what he told Fox News host Tucker Carlson in a recent interview. Elon seems to think that his new AI project will actually save humanity, saying, quote, "I think this might be the best path to safety in the sense that an AI that cares about understanding the universe is unlikely to annihilate humans because we are an interesting part of the universe." So that doesn't really clarify much on anything, but we definitely know the general direction he's going with the AI thing. As for the purpose of X Corp, we just need to dig a little deeper into the past for this tweet from Elon on October 4th, 2022. That's 23 days prior to officially closing the deal on the Twitter purchase. Elon wrote, "Buying Twitter is an accelerant to creating X, the everything app," and then followed that up by saying Twitter probably accelerates X by 3 to 5 years, but I could be wrong. Elon has previously referenced the Chinese app WeChat as something that he'd like to replicate for North America. WeChat is one of the so-called super apps that are used around the world. It has well over 1 billion active users. WeChat allows Chinese people to do everything from messaging to gaming to social media, video streaming, ride-hailing, food delivery, online payments, banking, investment. It's even used as a government ID, which kind of gets into the dark side of WeChat. It also allows the Chinese Communist Party to very effectively spy on their own citizens. Many people in China have been arrested and even jailed for posts they've made through WeChat. In some cases, even saying the wrong thing in a private text message will result in the police storming a person's house and detaining them. So, an everything app is convenient in theory, but slightly terrifying in practice. Would Elon's X app really be different? It's at least safe to say that X would be free from government intervention. Elon has been very outspoken about the government interference with Twitter that he found when he took over the company. That led to the release of the Twitter files, which was supposed to be an investigative journalism expose, but ended in a giant debacle, which we're not going there today. More recently, in that chat with Fox News, Elon told Carlson, quote, "The degree to which government agencies effectively had full access to everything that was going on Twitter blew my mind." And Elon confirmed that this included government access to direct messages on the platform. Now, I have yet to see any evidence of a person being dragged out of their home and locked in jail because of something they wrote in a Twitter DM, so this clearly never got anywhere near as bad as China, but that still could be pretty unnerving depending on what you were sliding into people's DMs. Anyway, the point being that Elon is clearly not a fan of authority or governments, and therefore it's very unlikely that X would ever be used as a government surveillance tool. But that's about all we can say for sure as of right now. This is a really fascinating story, and it's going to continue developing over time, so stay tuned here for more updates as they come. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it. That is so important for getting our content out to more people. If you enjoy the content, then you'd probably also enjoy our weekly newsletter, so sign up with the link down below at theteslaspace.com. A huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who are listed on the screen now. You help us make the best content we can, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.